Hey guys, welcome back to Poplar Ridge. I thought I'd bring you along for a quick update on the truck today. We got another quick fix, farm fix here for the truck. Let me show you what's going on real fast. Okay, so we're here in the truck, and this morning I hopped in to take my son to school, and let me show you what happened with my gear shift selector here. So the truck will turn on, start, and run just fine. So there, it started up, no problem. But when I take it out or try to take it out of park, absolutely, there's no selecting any gear, nothing. The gear shift selector doesn't move, it stays in park. I'm stuck here. So, and it's floppy and loose, and just, you can tell nothing's going on. So before you start tearing into this dash and this steering column and ripping all this apart to try to see what's going on here, let me show you what the more likely cause is underneath the truck. Okay, so we are underneath the truck. You can see the oil pan and oil filter right here. Transmission is here, transmission pan. And just above that is the shift linkage cable that comes from your gear shift selector inside the truck. And there is a plastic bushing on this gear shift selector. And over time, especially in places like Ohio where we are, where it gets hot and cold, and that piece of plastic just wears down over time inside of there, it just popped right off of this this nub or little extension right here for that to sit on. And so once that cracks and breaks off of there, there's not enough tension to keep that gear shift selector on there. So right now I could go up in there and probably shift out of park, and I might be able to, get it to drive, but the problem is it's not going to stay on there. So it's going to come right back off. So this is broken sometime here. I mean, I just drove the truck last night and it was fine. But the good news is there's a cheap fix, and let me show you that. So the part we have to fix this is a Dorman Help Parts Kit. It is number 14041, and it has several bushings for the lever selector. On the back here it shows that there's 3 lever selector bushings, 1 throttle valve bushing, and 1 pedal bushing. So here's the remainder of what was left in mine, just half of a bushing. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a C-clamp and a socket to push the new bushing up through the cable in down there. I found this at AutoZone for about $8. At Advance it was about $16, Napa it was about $12, and GM says they cannot get you the bushing. So I did call a Chevy dealer. All they could get me was the full cable itself. So back under the truck, the bushing that seemed to work best when I sized these up was the smallest bushing that was in there. And you want the flat side of this bushing to go against the post. So it's going to go that flat side against the post, and the bushing itself comes through the cable end right here, facing away from your transmission. So flat side towards transmission against the post. So I'm just going to use that C-clamp and the socket to press that in there. I'm going to set the camera down, and then we'll come back when I have that in. Well, there's another set of hands here helping me, so I am going to show you. I'm just using this C-clamp to press that bushing in there. It doesn't take a whole lot. So that looks like it's in. So the bushing is in. use that socket just to give the end of the bushing a place to go, because if you have two flat things, it won't push all the way through, because this end of the bushing just extends a little past the cable end itself here. So another guy I saw online actually had this facing the wrong direction. He was putting the bushing towards the, this was protruding towards the transmission, and he thought he had to file that down. But if you just keep the flat side facing the transmission, facing the post, when you slide this up on there, it should go on no problem. So may have to grab a pair of pliers to squeeze that down. I just have a pair of channel locks here. I'm going to try to squeeze this on just to leave enough room for the bushing to press through again. That bushing is plastic, so you just want to be careful. Let's go back in the truck and see if the gear shift selector works. All right, so we're back in the truck, and I'm going to turn the key on, put my foot on the brake, and now the selector, let me show you here. You can hopefully see the selector is actually shifting gears, and the locks are locking and unlocking when you put it back into park and drive. I'm going to start it up, see if it'll move forward when we shift into gear. And we're good to go. We're rolling. Reverse. Yep. So that was it, guys. Just have your dad bring you the $8 kit from AutoZone. Thanks, Dad. And in about 20 minutes, you can be rolling down the road again. I would not recommend trying to stick that cable back on the end of that post on your transmission and trying to drive with it, because my fear would be you'd get to where you were going and try to put it in park and be unable to do so. So my luck was that I was at home when this happened. I just had to jump in a different vehicle to take my kid to school. So just think about what you're doing before you do anything like that. I would recommend just going and finding the part and fixing it wherever you are. So it probably could be done just with a pair of channel locks. I did it with the C-clamp and the socket just so I didn't tear up that bushing, but you could probably easily do it with a pair of channel locks in a parking lot somewhere. So hope this video helps you guys out. Thanks for watching. God bless.